Hello! It's been a busy year for us. We have a lot to celebrate looking back at 2017. Lots of smiles, lots of good times together, and times with our most prized possessions, most of which are balloons or t-shirts. And that said, it's worth pointing out that some of the things we're celebrating will take a little explanation. For example, when I say one of the things we did this year was sit in the back of an ambulance, it was when we got a tour of the local fire station. Or when I say we stared at a solar eclipse, we had the special glasses. Some of what we did can't be explained, like slinky tricks, or why we sometimes stare for long periods at the cleaning robots. But this is a video of the things we did, even if they don't all make sense, so let's turn back the clock and go through them all, which we have documented through the most thorough and high-tech photographic methods available. We're very high-tech here. The kids these days, they're always texting each other, or texting other people, or making phone calls, or listening to podcasts. A couple of us even show up on the radio now and then.
Hello, I'm Owen Carlson. I'm on news because I love news.
And when they're not taking pictures or doing radio, they're driving? I mean, I guess they are all a lot bigger now than they were a year ago. We did celebrate a lot of birthdays in 2017, and we did have one kid graduate kindergarten. No, not you, not yet anyway. One of them started first grade. Even so, they've all gotten awfully big. They say that's because they did so much eating this year. They ate muffins and cinnamon rolls and banana bread and cupcakes and rock candy and pancakes every Friday and popsicles on hot days, I guess, and soda to wash it down. And after that, more soda and cream puffs. Apparently lots of cream puffs, quite a few cookies and so much cake, sometimes just frosting. And then there's the donuts and more donuts and more donuts. And how many donuts did we eat this year? I guess that's just gonna keep on going, huh? Did we eat anything healthy this year? Maybe next year we need to spend more time at the farmer's market, or else people will think we're just a giant bakery. Okay, here we go. Strawberries and blueberries and peppers, sort of a raw food thing going on, I guess. And garlic? Really? Okay, meat sticks, I believe. And real fruit smoothies. You do know you have 2 straws, right? Omelets and bagels and biscuits and breakfast sandwiches. Chicken and waffles is his favorite. And bratwurst, this is after all Wisconsin, and lots of milk, sometimes disguised in plastic cups. And she's still trying to get the coffee. And occasionally dinosaurs try to eat us, and that's a soccer ball you're eating. Maybe we should move on to something else, like wholesome stuff. Books! There we go. We read about 10 trillion of those this year. We read books in chairs and beds and car seats. Hello! And the floor. And some of the cutest things that happened all year were the times the kids read books to each other, or when they added themselves right into the books. We read so much this year, we had to return over and over to the library, and as long as we were there, we had to do some building. We did lots of that this year. We built big things and small things, tall towers, trains, tracks, sundials, and slime, not together obviously, blocks, bridges, and boats. We made bubbles, sometimes really big ones, aircraft and ancient amulets and recycled robots and ultimate moon rovers, and if occasionally we broke what we made sure to clean up after ourselves, or leave something for the future, like a tree. There was drawing, sculpting, watercolor to just plain water. Man, that day was cold. Balloons on sticks, and then there was the time this guy set up all the giant crayons in the middle of the toy store. He had a vision. Oh, and there was lots of music, drumming, appearances on stage with blues bands, hangouts with string quartets, avant-garde composing, and plenty of singing. And with the singing came so much dancing. Dancing at home, dancing at concerts. They really knew how to get into the music, even if some of the dancing was, well, this. Dancing and moving is a lot easier now that all of us have learned to take steps and even do some tricks. We got out a lot this year. Trips to the beach, to bonfires, to bouncy houses, and to bowling of the cosmic variety. Putting, parks, pavilions, fountains, fields, frogs, fire stations, and the Forevertron. Splash parks, swings, 2 state capitals, sunflowers, and soccer. There was air hockey. Sometimes we even turned into air hockey pucks. We went to see animals at the zoo and the aquarium where there were real fish and these. Oh, and we met these sharks, which were friendly, though we didn't put our arms in them. We went on egg hunts, and where there were eggs, there were chickens, both real and rubberized. And there were pretend cows and real ones, dogs. I even met a couple dinosaurs, and I wasn't the only one.
Wow!
And there were celebrities, literary heroes and YouTube stars, Mario, M&M's, and the University of Wisconsin's own Bucky Badger. And there was this plush dental instrument. He's pretty famous. And best of all, the world-famous Wienermobile, which turned some of us into food. We did turn ourselves into quite a few things this year, too. For Halloween, of course, we had stormtroopers and farmers and rowdy Roddy Pipers, but throughout the year there were also pirates and penguins and patients, superheroes, and I think that's a Star Trek character. We used a little digital magic to turn into Jedi, as well as the Justice League. There were wizards. I'm gonna keep my distance from those. Trolls, that guy from Game of Thrones or whatever, Blues Brothers and or Sisters, and this. But some of our new looks were more practical. This guy started wearing glasses in 2017 and managed to go through quite a few pairs. The others tried out glasses mostly for fun, or stuck to sunglasses or safety glasses or these. And there were so many hats this year, some for style, some for sophistication, some for warmth, or some purely to be silly. Silliness is, after all, an essential piece of a good wardrobe, whether it's a giant coat, or giant gloves, or giant shoes, or nothing but a backpack and a diaper, which is a great outfit, by the way, for whatever he's doing here. And also, we do offer medical services to monkey puppets. Sometimes these kids just want to show off their tummies, or their tongues, or sometimes they want to put tubes on their noses, or food on their heads, especially at the grocery store, or laundry baskets on their heads, or they want to sit in the laundry baskets, or they want to stand on the coffee table, or clobber a dummy with a giant Q-tip, which is a thing, or they want to bang water bottles together, or walk like this, all perfectly normal, logical stuff. Now we're getting ready for Christmas in our own way. We're making gingerbread houses and wrapping presents and watching all our favorite holiday movies. After a year like 2017, which sometimes felt like we were all doing this, maybe some quiet time together is a good idea. Maybe that's what we should all be doing all along, just hanging out, having a few adventures together and enjoying each other's company. To me, that's the real gift. I get a front row seat to these kids' lives. I get to see the smiles on their adorable faces day after day. I especially love how they make each other smile. I get to see the twinkles in their eyes, the joy they radiate to the world, that unbreakable sibling bond they share. No matter how strange the rest of the world gets, and we know how it does these days, we'll always have this. Family. Together. At the holidays. It's the strongest force in the entire world. And one of these days, I'm going to figure out how to monetize it.
Christmas, everybody.
Anything else?
No.
All right, Wyatt, can you say Merry Christmas?
Merry.
And who is that on your head? What is that hat?
Oh.
Merry Christmas?
Yeah.
And a Happy New Year?
Yeah.
Can you blow a kiss?